So maybe Titan can pull it off today. But they are a little bit sick. They have those small colds and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure. Let's see how this pistol round will turn out. As we are skipping the knife round, it seems like. Titan on the terrorist side. They will start off with a long aggression. Fnatic on the other side with 3 players over at B and Olof in the connector. So the terrorists should have easy access to the A bomb site.
Yeah, and flusha, main man here on the site, gets one frag, gets 2, and olofmeister and KRIMZ, the LGB duo, also get 1 each, and flusha now takes the hat-trick of frags, a very quick and easy pistol round, a lot of headshots going on there, and flusha actually deciding to buy up with an M4 in the second round. Interesting.
Yeah, in total, Titan dealt 36 damage to Fnatic in the pistol round. That's a statement of its own. Other than that, Fnatic is surely not asleep. They are more than awake, and they are flying away already. I wonder if Titan, you know, if you lose a pistol round like that, aren't you kind of mentally sad after that?
Not really. As a player, personally, I feel it's a lot about, you know, when you lose a pistol round like that, you just need to bear in mind that sometimes pistol rounds, especially, can just be that someone just goes absolutely insane and hits a bunch of lucky shots. And I wouldn't say they were necessarily lucky, but a few, at least the first kill from flusha was a bit lucky. And sometimes pistol rounds can be like that. It can be down to luck. So bear that in mind, that sometimes you cannot stop the opposition, but yeah, it seems like flusha is trying to stop the opposition. Actually now is going to retreat back into his hiding. shox and the rest of the guys trying to see if they can take off the A bomb site here, and trying to see if they get some easy kills. RpK opens up onto flusha, olofmeister with 1 onto SmithZz, and RpK smoking off himself, seeing if he can abuse this smoke. Does not quite connect onto olofmeister. Maniac takes down 1, but olofmeister in the end takes down Maniac, and it does look like it's going to be 2-0 Fnatic after the bomb getting defused.
Yeah, now it's flusha with the triple kill in the pistol, Olof with a triple kill in the second round. We could see a triple kill by KRIMZ in this round, and maybe JW with the AWP and a triple kill in the rifle round. So if it keeps going like that, Fnatic should have a very easy matchup against Titan, who are up until to this point only able to take down 2 of the CTs yet. So they definitely have to pick it up. Olof just with another stellar headshot onto RpK. He's firing away, but then retreating. He knows that there are too many terrorists as he goes for the second peek. Maniac gets him killed, making it a 4v4. Now Titan on the road to the A bomb set, flusha on the rotation, however, and he will pick up those kills from behind, just mopping up everyone. JW with the max 7 and KRIMZ with the last one. Easy pickings for Fnatic. As soon as they start the terrorist push, it was flusha taking over and making it 3-0.
Something that you need to take a look at is definitely JW. He has this very aggressive playstyle, but he's also one of the players who is not afraid to kind of push the boundaries of what is known in the pro community. Playing the max 7 here means he gets a lot of money, and also you see him, or at least we did at the major, saw him with a sword off trying to play the drop area as a T-sided player. So it's a lot of money gained, and it's also very new in a way. It's not something that many people do, and the sword off rarely is seen in the pro scene, so
yeah,
quite interesting. But it looks like the T players are going to see if they can actually get up on the A bomb site here, and shox creeping through the matrix area.
But they already lost the first player, and SmithZz is able to draw it back onto flusha, opening up A. Titan is really focused on the A bomb set. Almost every single round ended up on that. SmithZz and pronax once again trading blows. 3v3 evolving. The terrorists have still not captured the A bomb site. They still have to work against pronax, who's in the back of that hut. shox is pushing him, and pronax just exposes him to the spray of the AK, making it easy for shox to mop up that kill. But it's still JW and KRIMZ on the board for the CTs. KRIMZ only has an MP9, so he really needs to watch out what he's doing. And Existence picking the long-range fight is not going to end well for the Swede. JW is backing away with that scope, It's his only choice right now. So Titan sticking to the A bomb site, contrary to every common belief that the B bomb site is the easier bomb site to attack.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it doesn't have to be easy just for it to work. Titan can just have some really good executes, and we know that the mastermind existence is on this team. By many believed to be probably the best in-game leader in CSGO. It's kind of between him and pronax for most people.
Copy.
Yeah, copy. But pronax, I think he's actually said that the only in-game leader that can get into his head is existence. So it's going to be very interesting to see if existence actually will get into pronax's head. And by playing only the A bomb site, maybe this is the mind games that we see coming out from existence. What is your take on that?
Yeah, existence definitely capable of playing those mind games, and you can see that he's now making the CTs put 2 players over there. Initially, Fnatic started off the round with almost 4 players over at the B bomb site and only 1 handling A, which is not the case anymore. With 2 players fully committed to A at the start of the round, they want to put a stop to the A aggression from the terrorists, and Titan is still very committed to the A bomb site, so they might actually build up that kind of image that that mind game is going to be prepared by existence. With that push, Maniac is taking point. No, actually it is SmithZz taking point. Now he's getting back into A main again, with the rest of his squad spread out throughout A. And at the same time, we have Maniac just holding on to their back. So they want to be, they don't want to be backstabbed by the CTs just now. Getting ready for the execution is Titan, as flusha is close by. He has olofmeister in the back of the bomb site. Good flash, but flusha didn't see anyone. KRIMZ now spots Maniac, and it could trigger a wrong rotation, which is not the case. flusha with the right rotation. olofmeister is there as well. pronax chimes in. Everything goes south for Titan right now. 1v4. SmithZz is down. Everything is over. Just too soon for the Frenchman. 4-1 in favor of Fnatic.
That's the scary thing about Fnatic here. They made that round look so easy, and they were up against a full buy with Maniac lurking in the drop, probably one of the most powerful positions when your team is executing into an A play. But Fnatic just make it look so easy, and they just pick up the kills one by one. And flusha coming up big there, and we saw him big at the major, at least as far as kills go. So let's see if he can actually repeat the same success that he had earlier. He's at least stopped the rush now, and shox tries even to put a cheeky flash through, but flusha ends him quickly, and olofmeister is now there for support. He is taking these kills by force, and Maniac on the opposite side of the smoke, willing to take the fight, but not for long. Existence and Maniac both dropped, and now the only guy left is RpK. Coming in from behind, takes down flusha, and takes the battle versus olofmeister, but olofmeister, wise to the challenge, lives with only 3 HP, but every HP counts.
And every kill counts, and he had just as many kills as he had HP at the end of the round. So 2 triple kills for olofmeister in 6 rounds. There is only so much that you can do about a player like that. I mean, if you know where he's playing, you can try to single him out and push him together, or flash him, or smoke him off, or something like that. But right now, Olof is very, very flexible in his positions, and also the tandem with flusha and Olof is really deadly. They just took this round alone. They dropped the bomb and they came in to support each other. Well played by the Swedes. Now Titan uses the time to figure out what they going to do. Existence is hanging out in the Princess Tower that you already mentioned before. So what would you say to your players if you were the in-game leader right now?
Well, I'm not so sure what I'd say. I feel like the executes have actually been decent, but Fnatic have just been winning the aim duels. Existence is this kind of in-game leader who likes to just use ecos to talk things through, and it does seem like that's what they're doing. olofmeister now opens up onto RpK, but we have a lurker, and that is shox, and he's in a very, very good position, as flusha's not looking at all. So if he takes out flusha, this might actually be a really good round for Titan.
Yeah, if he takes him out. But olofmeister is now coming around again to help his teammate out, and olofmeister will pick up another triple kill, leaving it up to existence to plant the bomb against 5 very angry CTs. flusha is a little bit paranoid about drop zone, but then he turns around. So once again, it is olofmeister and flusha combining to win a round with a 3rd triple kill in only 7 rounds. olofmeister is standing out with 12 frags for Fnatic.
It's pretty scary that olofmeister and flusha, the two players on the A bomb side, have 22 kills between them in 7 rounds. That is absolutely scary.
Yeah, the others can't even get any frags because they, as soon as they rotate towards A, everything's finished off already.
That is indeed true, yeah. But look at... Ooh, wait. I'm missing stuff. JW, I think that was possibly a boosted drop zone they got in the entry there, but olofmeister very aggressive for once, and doesn't get anything from it, but one guy that does get something from an aggressive play is Maniac, and we are having a bit of GoTV lag, it seems. Are you also lagging, or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm also lagging. But
Okay.
Maniac is not lagging at all. He is trying to push the B bomb site alone right now. With the platform being exposed, the CTs have to force some rotation. He forces 3 players to almost commit to B. Now that is very, very good play by Titan, using Maniac to draw the attention away. He picks up another frag while shox disposes of flusha over at A. Maniac is rushing to get as close as possible to his teammates. The CTs, however, are reduced to KRIMZ in the meantime by RPK's frag, and making it a 4v1 means that KRIMZ is trying to back away and save his gun. Titan will get the second round on the board, but as we already talked about before, they are almost supposed to have 4, 5, 6 at this point in time. Maybe not 6, but you know, a share of 5 and 4 rounds would be good for them. So maybe they can work their way up there. Looking at the CT's money, they are not yet facing any problems at all.
No, it doesn't look like it. They are going to take this round though, and they've got 4 guys still alive, which is very important looking at their current economy, which is in shambles pretty much. KRIMZ managing to stay alive doesn't do much for either team, but 9th round coming in, and this is, I mean, if Titan are going to get back into this game, it is now. They are 6-2. Behind a lot of rounds, with bad economy. Fnatic has good economy. Titan really need to step it up and get a few rounds on the board in a row here, or it's gonna be a very, very big problem.
Yeah, definitely. The 5 AKs need to do the trick right now, otherwise they would be back to scratch. KRIMZ goes to work on the first, then goes down to SmithZz, who was the second attacker with JW on the backstep already, while the terrorists try to keep pushing into the B bomb site. They are stalled right now, thanks to another frag by the CTs. RPK is standing up, but shox goes down to Olof, so it's a tit for tat right now. The CTs maintain their man advantage against the Titan players, who are trying to get the bomb plant down. JW just keeps that from happening with the right timing. 1v3 now. Existence has to do it alone, and he's not able to do that at all. He gets 1 frag back, but JW just quickly scopes around the corner and makes it look way too easy. 7-2 now. Fnatic is rolling away.
And JW with only 1 death. He saved that 1 round, the first round that Titan took, and has only died in the other round that they lost. So he's looking really good. With only 6 frags, it's not amazing, but he hasn't been seeing a lot of action. He has been taking some pretty key frags here, but shox with only a pistol now, willing to take the fight against olofmeister, who actually takes a lot of damage sprayed through that smoke. Now, olofmeister, is he gonna get away here? I'm not so sure. They are gonna let him get away, and flusha, with a very, very key Molotov, is probably gonna save his life. Titan trying to force olofmeister out of position and then group up on flusha, but didn't quite work out. shox now takes a bit of a fight versus him. Versus flusha, that is, but flusha ready and waiting. olofmeister too, but goes down in the end by RPK, and RPK then taken down by flusha. shox takes down flusha, and now it's the 3 versus 3 situation. pronax peeks out. It's the in-game leader taking out the in-game leader, and shox as well. Maniac. Ooh, look at this lurk. KRIMZ knows it though, and Maniac takes him down in the end. pronax needs to come up here with a frag, and Maniac caught with his knife out. That is a bit of a weird play.
Yeah, wrong timing for Maniac, but he got away with his life for now. And they will allow him to seemingly get his hands on the bomb. He was, you know, like a pirate on the treasure, trying to just, he picked it out. It was lying there, all the gold, and he wants to grab it. And then somebody comes in and stabs him in the back. 8-2 in favor of Fnatic. Titan are on scratch right now. They are on P250s without armor. The chances of them getting even the bomb plant are really, really low.
Yeah, no armor pistols is all they have in shox. He is kind of he has a reputation for tilting a bit, meaning that he is kind of the type of guy who would get mad when you start losing, especially losing rounds that you should not. And it does look like a lot of the time he is waving his crosshair around like a crazy madman. So I think there might be some internal conflicts here on the Titan side, and I'm afraid that this could have a serious impact on how this game unfolds. But shox, the same guy that I just talked about, once again comes up in a position where flusha is not checking at all, but he still does not want to take the peek. And if he does, it would most likely be an easy entry, but JW opens up onto Maniac, and flusha then takes down shox. So once again, it doesn't look too good for the terrorists here.
Yeah, they didn't expect too much, probably. And even though you're right about the shox and the tilting thing, he's, or at least it is said that he is like that. I think he should not expect too much against a team like Fnatic. You know, they didn't win 3 majors for no reason. They are a very good team, so he should expect them to at least give away a few rounds. Now, they didn't really, you know, have any round where they were in control and then massively screwed up and everything was going away from them. So, I mean, he just has to get himself on the board, and that is what he's doing right now with the shot onto flusha. Olofmeister comes back, still holding on to a long as his teammate got killed. He's very angry about that. He wants to take revenge, and he will take it against Existence. 2v3, however. JW on the lurk, taking out Maniac from behind. Very well played by Fnatic to get back into the round. shox is now alone, and this is the time for him to make something happen. He has a bomb, he has a smoke, and he has a flash grenade, and he will use all that equipment to get the first frag to open up the A bomb site for him. But heads up play by olofmeister. He realized that his teammates are coming around anyway, so no reason for him to hold on to the slope. He can get back, hide away, and then come back to get the frag. Just great play by Olof with another triple kill. He's sitting at 19 frags in 12 rounds right now.
That was a perfect kind of picture of why JW is such an annoying player to play against. Jumps down from Griffin, the balcony area, and then peeks shox with an AWP, and yet he shoots, misses, and makes it out without losing any HP, or at least close to it. It is just a guy you can never ever kill, and it really shows. He's only died a single time so far during these 12 rounds. Yeah, that's one of his real good skills, but at the same time, one of the top AWPers of the world, so he's not only good at staying alive, he's also good at making sure others don't. So, olofmeister now again with 2 frags, and it's this A duo that we've been talking about so far. RpK, though, gets 1 kill onto flusha, and olofmeister, with a deagle in hand, takes out Maniac, tries to get the 2nd kill. shox, will he win this duo? He will, and that's the A stolen by shox. Pronax now wanting to take the fight against shox, and shox unfortunately cannot deliver another frag, but it seems like there are some... Oh, it's a timer. I was going to say there were probably some internal conflicts here in the team, but it is... oh wait, it's not a time player, it's just a tactical timeout, so it could be that there are some internal complications here in the Titan lineup, and with this scoreline, it wouldn't be of a big surprise. Dabu, are you still with me, or are you having issues?
No, I don't have any issues at all.
Okay.
Everything's fine with me. Not so fine with Titan, though. Sadly, the Frenchmen can't surprise us again after their quite surprising performance in Gaming Paradise. It seems like Fnatic will win this game really, yeah, really highly.
Nah, I can't even find the word either.
Decisively, there it is.
Yeah,
Finally.
decisively. Well played. But we have olofmeister on 23 kills in 13 rounds.
What can he do?
Yeah, what can you do to stop this man? He is the type of guy where he's so confident in his aim and his play that even if he gets 1 kill and gets down to 1 HP, he goes out and fights 4 guys at the same time. He doesn't care. And sometimes that works out really well, especially when you're winning this big, so that's why he has such a great score. But he's also the type of guy, we saw it at the Major versus Virtus Pro, where I believe he only got like 5 kills in a whole game. Something like 27 rounds and only 5 or 6 kills. And that is also, you know, it can kind of be that your own kryptonite in some games, in a sense, where in this game it's going really well. They are winning all the aim duels, so he's getting a lot of franks. But had he not been winning his aim duels, he would just be dying over and over again and putting so much pressure on his teammates. Whereas a guy like flusha, he's the type of guy who gets 1 kill, then falls back into a better position and, you know, actually can help his team by not going down and even gets more kills. So olofmeister, when it goes really well, he is just a rocket. He takes off with such high speeds that it's insane on the scoreboard. But flusha, he has definitely not had a bad game either. He's also been very solid on this A-bomb site.
Yeah, and on top of that, they have 3 other very, very good players to fall back on in case they don't, or they can't rely on Olof and flusha to get those frags. Now Titan need to rely on a few players as well if they want to get themselves on the board in those last 2 rounds in the first half of this best of 1. It is the 3rd game today. It is the first game in Group B. The second one will be TSM and Na'Vi. As we see the first terrorist dropped already by Olof and JW.
Look at JW!
Slowed down.
Look at JW, he's behind them. Oh, and he misses as well. There we go, 1 down. And can he get more? Not quite. And this is actually really close. JW could have had a bigger impact on this round. He pushed a smoke, slow walk, while they flashed through, and he was able to actually get behind 2 Titan players, but only managed to get 1 kill, and that is definitely not enough from that position. But now flusha and Maniac in a 1 versus 1 situation. Maniac on the bomb site, getting that plant down, so looks to be good, but flusha must know, and he's not sure when to peek, but he peeks right at the right time and takes down Maniac without any challenge. So Fnatic 12-2.
Yeah, so even if Titan have a round just lied in front of them, you know, on a silver plate, it is presented, and then it's a 1v1, and it's getting really tight, and Maniac peeks the right corner, he has his crosshairs settled on the right position, and then he turns around in the wrong moment. It's just, you know, whatever they had to have to win a round, it's not working out for them. It's like some bigger, you know, some gods.
A magical force.
Yeah, the magical force is against Titan right now. Even in the 1v1, they are turning the wrong corners in the wrong moment. So really, really big bummer for Maniac. He had everything done so well up until to this point. Now 3v3, but pronax still in the bomb site, and he will mop up 2 frags just like that. Good 20 bullet spray by him, making it a 1v2 though. Is missed with a refrag, and he's got the bomb on his back, trying to hop up back into B long, and he will try to find his way towards the A bomb site or just check out his back for now. He still has 55 seconds on the clock, so he has a lot of time at hand. He can use that to either rotate or check out everything on his back, and he will check every single corner just to avoid being backstabbed or being ambushed by any of the CTs. And the time that he spent to rotate, the CTs realize that he's most probably going to the A bomb site. Now he will fake that with an HE grenade, trying to draw the CTs to the other bomb site again. It's a play by SmithZz, but he needs to watch out. Now it's 25 seconds on the clock, and JW has a very deep peek into, now not anymore, but he can hear the A bomb site, and well, both CTs rotated, and now they are on the back foot again. They are rotating back towards B. SmithZz fooled them a little bit, but now they are there, and SmithZz didn't make it just in time. JW already closed him out and make it 13-2. Great idea by SmithZz, but maybe he overthought it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out pretty well, but it's just the wrong place to plant in that situation. Especially, I mean, again, JW got a bit lucky by getting behind that rock just in time. Something I quickly want to mention before we hop on into this second half is that Fnatic, after being up, 10-2, actually changed the setup, so flusha was playing B and JW was playing A. Normally you don't change things when you are this far behind, not behind, but ahead. But I think the reason they did it is possibly because they are afraid that Existence will start figuring them out, and that is why they changed the setup, and it seemed to work out pretty well. And talking about something that's working out pretty well is ESEA's click machine here. P2K, 4 headshots from him. That is absolutely amazing. Wow, his teammates died, and there he goes. 4 kills in a row, all headshots. Can he get the ace? The in-game leader, not the guy to normally step up, but here he is. He has definitely saved this pistol round for his team. But are we already taking things too far? We are not. Maniac will end it off. That was absolutely amazing. Wow, P2K in hand and 4 headshots from his existence.
Yeah, you gotta come up with something in those situations when you're down 13-2, and ESEA didn't really come up with a special strategy except for, well, if nobody else gets the frags, I have to get them. Really well played by him, and he really elevated his game throughout the past weeks. He worked so hard, and if you've ever been to any event, you can see him warming up from, you know, from 7 AM. Even if he has to play at 10, he will warm up 3 hours in a row just to be sure that everything is just really boiling hot right now. As boiling hot as ESEA is, shox right now with a double kill in the anti-eco round. Fnatic with a big investment due to their economy. It's not that big of a waste, so KRIMZ with the Tech 9 left alone, and Maniac will finally, just relieve him of the pressure of trying to come up with something. 13-4 now in favor of Fnatic, and Titan trying to host that comeback. But yeah, we are yet to see the first rifle round, so let's wait a few more rounds until we can judge how far Titan can take it back.
I mentioned that JW likes to play shotgun on these anti-eco rounds. He actually had a sort of, but did not get anything from it. RpK though gets 3 kills. Perfect timing, peeks out when they are falling, and that makes it a lot harder to actually shoot. KRIMZ, can you find any more? He finds RpK, but RpK, there's going to be a big bank he's going to start building. He got so much money from that, and yeah, I mean, shox now with an AWP, and SmithZz with an AWP. They're definitely going all out here.
Yeah, if they lose this one, they know that it's probably going to be over. So Titan also don't want to give any more rounds to Fnatic, so they try. If we want to put a stop to them, we have to do it now. shox with a headshot onto flusha, opening up nicely, but olofmeister does the same for the terrorists onto SmithZz. So disposing of one of the orbs is going to help the terrorists to open up the B bomb site. Titan only has 2 players left on there, as the rest of their squad is over at A long, with Maniac and shox focusing on Matrix and on A long. So the terrorists should have a seemingly easy execution if they execute sometime soon, because they get flashed and slowed down. Now they will take point. Rushing into the bomb site is KRIMZ with a headshot onto ESEA. Maybe 4, but the CTs have managed to rotate shox over there. He tries to help out RpK, who's left alone. JW is down. JW is down to get some more frags as he disposes of RpK and shox at the same time. 1v4. Maniac, the lonely survivor, will not survive any longer. JW with the triple kill, much needed by him to open up the bomb site from a different angle, from a different perspective, making it 14-5 in favor of Fnatic.
I mean, if Maniac, one of your highest fraggers on your team, can even take out JW, who only has a burst fire Glock, it does seem like it's a bit too big of a task. RpK actually making a huge mistake there by turning, but let's get into this round. shox taking a fight versus olofmeister and JW, and he actually takes out JW, keeps trying for olofmeister, but doesn't really get him. Maniac, though, gets 2 kills, and those were some really, really tasty frags with that sweet, sweet spray control. So KRIMZ now gets taken down by RpK as well, and it's all left to flusha.
Yeah, I think it's 4 CTs. They know where the bomb is, and they will try to keep him from picking it up, but Maniac is all alone over there. I don't know why he, you know, either fall back or get your teammates in a position where they can surely pick up the refrag. Titan kind of gave up an opening to flusha that he can use to either rotate back towards B or push on through to A. If he keeps pushing A, he might face off against SmithZz and Existence, one of which only has a pistol, and that's the in-game leader with the 5-7. So flusha could have an easy time if he picks off SmithZz, who's down to 22 HP. He keeps pushing through, but SmithZz will make it and get themselves around on the board. 6 for Titan right now, almost reducing the lead to half of the rounds, but just not yet.
No, but what I was trying to hint at before was yeah, now I totally lost it. Looking at JW, sort of, I must have mixed them up in my head, but at least we see JW bring out the sort of shotgun. I'll possibly get that back into my head later on, but we'll see if this actually has an effect now. He didn't get anything done with it last time, but we have seen him use it to full effect before. And here we go, RpK taken out by a single shot from that sort of shotgun. Not only does it give a big bank, but it also delivers a fatal shot, especially when directed towards your opponent's heads.
And the mental blow that it deals is stinging a lot as well.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, definitely. He tries to deal another one onto Maniac. JW is just slicing through the CT's defenses as SmithZz is trying to hold off the terrorist push. He will not actually succeed in doing that. They are completely unleashed to the A bomb site. KRIMZ just making his way towards A, checking all of that out. shox comes in from behind, taking out flusha with a bomb on his back. That is really changing the outcome of the round if they can hold on to that. 2v2, 2v1 in favor of the terrorists as they are trying to make their way back to the bomb. They actually don't know where shox is right now. It seems like flusha didn't check or didn't call at all. Now they will finally figure out where shox must be, or at least a rough area where he could be, as shox is backstabbing again from another perspective. JW turns around to keep his back clean. shox is already there. JW firing away a few shots, scaring shox around the corner, and KRIMZ will be there to pick him up. 5 seconds on the clock, so it was really clutch play by Fnatic to win this round after all. 15-6. Titan is not able to get another round, and now they are stuck with pistols and a max 7.
Yeah, shox actually played that pretty much perfectly. I think it's a good choice going into the bomb site instead of actually trying to hold that area, but missing those shots on an 18 HP JW, that was a big mistake. Well, not a mistake, it's not something that he could have just taken a different like approach to it, but he just didn't land his shots and that cost him in the end. I'm positive he would have taken that round had he gotten down JW early, but yeah, that stuff happens. We're now into possibly the last round of the game, and shox is going to get Molotov'd out, but RpK, once again, this guy has gotten so many big entry kills, but flusha takes out shox, and olofmeister takes out Existence as well, so now RpK is taking another fight, and he unfortunately loses it, so it's all down to Maniac, and even though he is a Maniac, it is unlikely that he will come out on top from this situation. Takes out flusha though, that's a good start, that's the right start, but the start has been put to an abrupt end, and yeah, that was the third